2024 has been an incredible year for horror. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for your next scare, this list is packed with can't-miss films, including many underrated gems that might have flown under your radar. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for all 20, because these movies are too good to miss.
Help me! Help me!
Number 20. In a Violent Nature. Written and directed by Chris Nash, this slasher film follows a group of teens who steal a locket from a collapsed fire tower deep in the woods. Unknown to them, the theft awakens Johnny, a rotting corpse driven by vengeance for a horrific crime committed 60 years ago. Now resurrected, Johnny embarks on a blood-soaked rampage to reclaim the stolen locket, leaving a trail of methodically brutal murders in his wake. While some moments drag and the dialogue lacks polish, the film truly shines in its kill scenes. The practical effects are jaw-dropping and so gruesome that they're hard to watch until the very end. Number 19. Cuckoo. Written and directed by Tillman Singer, this horror film follows 17-year-old Gretchen, who reluctantly leaves her American home to join her father in the German Alps, where he's starting a new life with his family. Their arrival at a remote resort is unsettling, especially when Mr. Koenig, her father's boss, takes a disturbing interest in Gretchen's mute half-sister, Alma. The idyllic setting quickly turns sinister as Gretchen experiences eerie noises and blood-soaked visions, uncovering a chilling secret tied to her own family. While the ending feels predictable and underwhelming, the film shines with its phenomenal acting, original concept, and carefully crafted atmosphere. Number 18. The Damned.
It won't stop until it's taken all of us.
Keep it away! Keep it away from me!
This internationally co-produced folk horror film, directed by Thorder Paulson, delivers a gripping tale set in the harsh 19th century. Eva, a widow, faces a harrowing decision when a shipwreck occurs off the coast of her remote fishing village during a merciless winter. With dwindling food supplies, she and her crew must choose between rescuing the survivors or ensuring their own survival. As the villagers grapple with the guilt and the consequences of their actions, a growing sense of dread takes hold, leaving them to believe they are being punished for their choices. Stunning cinematography and outstanding performances make this a hauntingly beautiful and unforgettable film. Number 17. Infested.
Okay, I'm going to
This is a horror film directed by Sebastian Vanacek in his feature debut. The story follows Caleb, a lonely man nearing 30, estranged from his sister over their inheritance and distanced from his best friend. Passionate about exotic creatures, he brings home an unusual spider, only to lose it in his apartment. Chaos erupts as the spider multiplies, and soon his entire underprivileged suburb is swarmed by deadly, growing arachnids. With the area placed under quarantine, residents must survive in lockdown, trapped with the terrifying spiders. While the film starts slow, it excels at blending chilling scares with unexpected character depth, delivering jump scares and impressively crafted spiders. Number 16. Terrifier 3.
You feel his breath.
Co-produced, written, edited, and directed by Damien Leone, this Christmas slasher film picks up 5 years after Sienna and Jonathan survived Art the Clown's Halloween massacre. Still struggling to rebuild their lives, they attempt to embrace the holiday spirit and leave the nightmares behind. But as Christmas approaches, their fragile peace is shattered when Art returns, ready to turn their festive season into a gruesome nightmare. With his twisted sense of humor, Art proves no holiday is safe. While the story feels a bit random, the film shines with creative horror scenes, outstanding performances, and gore effects that push the boundaries of this genre. Number 15. MadZ. Directed by David Moreau, this is a one-shot horror thriller that grips you from the start. On a quiet August evening, wealthy teenager Romaine stops by his dealer's house, ready for a wild night of partying. Instead, he encounters a mysterious woman fleeing the scene, and everything spirals out of control. As the powerful substance he consumed takes hold, Romaine struggles to distinguish reality from a vivid, chaotic haze. Was it a bad trip, or do his terrifying visions hint at something far darker? The night descends into blood-soaked chaos, and the truth is more horrifying than imagined. MadZ is intense, brilliantly directed, and undeniably engaging. Before we dive into number 14, here are 4 movies that probably flew under your radar, but definitely worth checking out. Stop motion. A stop-motion animator battles inner demons, unraveling after her overbearing mother's death as she faces creative and emotional turmoil.
There's someone coming.
Humane. Amid an environmental collapse, a family dinner spirals into chaos when a father's decision to join a euthanasia program backfires.
Killing one another?
Never Let Go. A family tormented by an evil spirit faces uncertainty when one child dares to question if the terror is real.
We're the world now.
Azrael. In a post-apocalyptic world, a young woman escapes a cult, fighting for survival as good and evil clash.
Hey, if you're always stuck scrolling trying to find something good to watch, let me save you the trouble. I'm always deep diving into all the streaming platforms to find the best shows and movies each week. It would seriously mean and help me a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you so much, you are awesome.
Number 14, The First Omen. Directed by Arkasha Stevenson, this supernatural horror film follows a young American woman who is sent to Rome to begin a life dedicated to the church. However, she soon encounters a dark force that shakes her faith and leads her to uncover a horrifying conspiracy aiming to bring about the birth of evil itself. With a slow burn narrative, the film builds tension masterfully, relying more on atmosphere and suspense than cheap jump scares. The acting is compelling and the plot is filled with unexpected twists. Number 13, Sleep.
쿵쾅거리는 소리가 들려서 어떨 땐 비명 소리도.
In this South Korean black comedy horror mystery thriller, written and directed by Jason Yu in his feature debut, a pregnant wife grows increasingly concerned about her husband's disturbing sleeping habits. What begins as harmless sleep-talking soon spirals into grotesque and unsettling behavior. Desperate for answers, they visit a sleep clinic, but nothing changes. As his nightmarish actions escalate, they turn to a shaman in a last-ditch effort to uncover the truth. With a simple yet effective plot, this film delivers tension and suspense. The standout performances by leads Jung Yoo-mi and Lee Sun-kyun elevate this movie. Number 12, Milk and Cereal.
No. It's not called cops.
What do you mean not call the cops? He's breaking and entering. It's a crime.
But I yelled at him last night, so he's probably just angry.
What do you mean you yelled at him?
Directed by Curry Baker, this is a chilling found-footage horror film that delves into the dark side of online fame and the perils of chasing viral content. The story follows roommates and social media influencers Milk and Seven, who take their pranks to terrifying extremes in search of attention. What begins as a harmless surprise birthday prank quickly spirals out of control, plunging them into a nightmare of their own making. The film has strong performances and unexpected twists, keeping the viewers hooked. Number 11, The Devil's Bath. This is a gripping historical horror drama set in 18th century Austria, crafted by the talented duo Veronika Franz and Severin Fiala. The story follows Agnes, a devout woman whose life spirals into despair after marrying her beloved. As the weight of her new responsibilities bears down on her, Agnes's mental state deteriorates, pushing her toward increasingly dark thoughts and a horrific act of violence that she views as her only escape. Though the film features a slow pace and an extended runtime, it is masterfully constructed and performed, with the lead actress delivering an exceptional portrayal that captivates throughout. Number 10, LongLegs. Written and directed by Osgood Perkins, this police procedural horror film follows FBI agent Lee Harker, a brilliant new recruit tackling her first major case. Tasked with capturing a relentless serial killer, Harker delves deep into a web of chilling evidence that hints at ties to the occult. As the investigation spirals into darker and more sinister territory, Harker uncovers a shocking personal connection to the killer. With time running out, she must confront her own demons to stop him before he targets another innocent family. Tense, atmospheric, and brimming with suspense, this film explores the thin line between justice and terror. Number 9. Oddity.
This is not real.
Written and directed by Damian McCarthy, this horror film follows Darcy, a clairvoyant, as she investigates the brutal murder of her twin sister, Dani Odello Timmis, in a newly acquired country house. Dani, the wife of a psychiatrist named Ted, becomes the victim of a sinister plot, and Darcy's search for the truth reveals Ted's unsettling involvement. As Darcy delves deeper, she uncovers dark, supernatural forces at play, leading to a chilling confrontation and a devastating conclusion. The film delivers incredible performances, breathtaking visuals, and a refreshingly original style, making it an unforgettable experience. Number 8. Smile 2.
No, get away from me! What?
Written and directed by Parker Finn, this psychological supernatural horror follows global pop star Sky Riley as she prepares for a massive world tour. However, her glamorous life takes a dark turn when she begins experiencing terrifying, inexplicable events. As the horrors escalate and the pressures of fame weigh heavily on her, Sky must confront the haunting secrets of her past to reclaim control before her life unravels completely. While the runtime feels slightly stretched, this sequel excels with its gripping narrative, realistic makeup effects, and strong performances. Before we dive into number 7, here are 4 movies that are definitely worth checking out. Abigail. A group of criminals kidnap a ballerina, only to find themselves trapped in an isolated mansion with a deadly secret.
Whoa! She's fucking flying!
It's What's Inside. A pre-wedding party spirals into chaos when an estranged friend introduces a mysterious game, uncovering dark secrets and grudges. Maxine. In 1980s Hollywood, rising star Maxine Minx must confront her dark past as a killer stalks the industry's starlets. Immaculate. Cecilia, a devout woman, arrives at a serene Italian convent, only to uncover its terrifying and sinister secrets.
Suffering.
Number 7. Exhuma.
한기가 엄청나네.
This South Korean horror film, written and directed by Jang Jae-hyun, follows a renowned shaman, Kim Gyo-hyun, and her protege, Lee Do-hyun, as they are hired by a wealthy family to uncover the cause of a supernatural illness targeting firstborn children in each generation. Joined by a skilled mortician, Yoo Hae-jin, and the country's top geomancer, Choi Min-sik, they trace the curse to a hidden ancestral grave on sacred land. Deciding to exhume and relocate the remains, the team unintentionally unleashes a sinister force. With strong performances and a gripping, well-structured plot, this chilling tale offers a fresh twist on the horror genre, leaving viewers captivated. Number 6. Heretic.
It will make your hearts beat faster. It may even make you want to die.
Written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, the horror film follows 2 young missionaries whose faith is brutally tested when they knock on the wrong door. They're greeted by the dark Mr. Reed, played masterfully by Hugh Grant, who lures them into a deadly game of cat and mouse. As the women venture deeper into this eerie home, the tension builds relentlessly, keeping you on edge for much of the runtime. While the final act falters slightly, the film's gripping first half and its stellar cast make it a standout entry in the genre. Number 5. Alien Romulus. This science fiction horror story, set in 2142, follows Rain Carradine and her synthetic brother Andy in the Weyland-Yutani-controlled Jackson colony, where colonists are enslaved by endless contracts. When Rain's ex-boyfriend Tyler forms a team, including his pregnant sister Kay, cousin Bjorn, and adopted sister Navarro, to flee to Viaga, Rain joins them. At an abandoned station, they unleash alien creatures while securing cryogenic fuel for their escape. Rain updates Andy to access the station's systems, but he becomes loyal to Weyland-Yutani, leaving her powerless as the creatures hunt her friends one by one. Will anyone survive this deadly encounter? For most of the story, it lacks originality and relies on fan service, but delivers exciting action, impressive practical effects, and stunning visuals. Number 4. Strange Darling.
Are you a serial killer?
What did you just say?
Written and directed by J.T. Molnar, this thrilling film follows two characters, the lady and the demon. What begins as an innocent, sweet date quickly takes a darker turn as their night spirals into a dangerously kinky encounter. What starts as sensual, consensual violence soon transforms into a deadly game of cat and mouse, escalating to shocking intensity. With brilliant casting and standout performances, the film offers gripping action and stunning gore effects. The violence is raw, and the twists are unexpected. Number 3. Red Rooms. In this gripping psychological horror thriller by Pascal Plante, the trial of notorious serial killer Ludovic Chevalier captivates Kellyanne, spiraling her into obsession. As she immerses herself in the case, the lines between reality and her dark fantasies begin to blur. Driven by a need to uncover the missing video of a murdered 13-year-old girl, whom she eerily resembles, Kellyanne descends into a chilling world of secrets and danger. The plot unfolds at a deliberate pace, enhancing the tension, while the cast delivers compelling performances that draw viewers into this haunting narrative. Number 2. The Substance.
Hey!
This body horror film, written, directed, co-edited, and co-produced by Coralie Fargyat, is a dark comedy that takes aim at the entertainment industry. It centers on Elizabeth Sparkle, a fading celebrity who's fired by her producer due to her age. Desperate to reclaim her youth, she turns to a black market drug that transforms her into a much younger version of herself. However, the drug's side effects are far from predictable. The film's concept is gripping and thought-provoking. The powerhouse performances from Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley elevate the movie. Number 1. Nosferatu.
Its desire is to consume all life on Earth.
This gothic horror film, directed by Robert Eggers, takes place in the 1830s, where a state agent Thomas Hutter travels to Transylvania for a meeting with the enigmatic Count Orlok, a potential client. Meanwhile, his new bride, Ellen, is left in the care of their friends, Friedrich and Anna Harding. As Hutter's absence grows, Ellen is plagued by disturbing visions and a deepening sense of terror. Eventually, she encounters an evil force beyond her control. This adaptation of a classic story is a masterclass in suspense. The acting is mesmerizing, and the tension steadily escalates, keeping viewers gripped from start to finish.